trademark application, it's a really good idea to check to see if there's other trademarks, applications, or registrations out there that are similar to your trademark. And a step that you can do before coming to Adam's Law Office and perhaps getting a more detailed search is to search here at www.uspto.gov. Going under Find It Fast, Trademarks to TESS. We're going to search today for a made-up thing that I just made up called Quick Jump for clothing. Okay, that's going to be my brand that I might want to get a trademark for in clothing. So the first step is to do a basic word mark search. Let's do it. Quick jump. Quick jump. Submit query. Quick jumps. A few come up. Now, we only need to look at the ones that are live because that is what's relevant. We have here quick jumps. That's close enough. Let's see what that is. Okay, I don't know why they want a survey. Class 35. Advertising materials. Okay, that's not clothing. Quick jump is dead. Quick jump, this one is live. Class 28. Sports training apparatus. Okay, that's not clothing. Dead, dead, dead. These are all dead. Okay, as an initial, very brief run through, it could be okay. Going back to where we were before, okay, we just did the basic word mark search. Now we're going to try a little bit of a more advanced search, which is the word and or design mark search structured. Clicking on that. It's best to just search one word at a time here, so we'll do quick. Okay, that's our search term, our field. Over here, for our purposes right now, we want the basic index. That's just the record of the trademarks. And because we want to search by class, in this case, clothing is in class 25. We go over here to the field, and the field is the international class. Now, let me just say, you could do clothing. And then you could do goods and services. But sometimes people don't always use the word clothing. For their clothing, it's not always used. Like maybe they just say t-shirts, they don't say clothing. So I prefer, or you can do it both ways, but for now we'll just do class 25. And we will do international class. Submit query. Quick. 263 records come up. Now let's just go through these a little bit and have not quite so many. Again, you can put the connector and then here we want to just look for the live marks. So we can put live in parentheses, then in brackets, LD, that stands for live dead, and then submit. That reduces those records to 74 records that use the word quick for clothing. So here they are. There's something to be said for the fact that there's many, many trademarks that use quick in clothing. It means that there's a lot of them out there. So on the one hand, a trademark that has quick for clothing is not going to be very distinctive. On the other hand, because there's so many out there, it seems, there's never any guarantee, it seems that the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office might then allow another trademark that has quick for clothing because there's already so many. So looking at these numbers, the serial number shows that these are pending trademark applications. Everyone has that. The registration number means that they have become a registered trademark. So not everyone has that. Let's look at Quick Shark. That's a registered trademark. And you can see class 25. As I said, they didn't use the word clothing. They just described the various pieces of clothing. Just to go through a couple of them. Quick time, why not? It's got a couple things, class 12, drivetrain parts, and then t-shirts. A lot of companies actually do that kind of thing. So you can see there's several that use quick with clothing. Let's just look at one down here. The first one, quick ship. That's an old one. Filed in 1983 for choir, pulpit, judicial, and academic robes. again, clothing, but the word clothing is not used. So that's why, as I've said, sometimes it's better to search by class. Okay, that tells us information about quick. And just to make a point on this one, it's Q-W-I-C-K. It's not spelled the same as Q-U-I-C-K, but it sounds similar, and the USPTO would consider that to be a similar form. The similar sounds means these two are very similar. Okay, let's go back and look at jump. So we are going back to this search page, and we're just going to put in jump here. Same basic index and class 25. Submit query. Or let's do the live thing again. Whoops. Live. LD and submit. 89 records. Again, you can tell a few things. Jump ball, that's a registered trademark. Socks and hosiery. Jump blue, bike tards, dresses, gloves, again class 25. So, as with quick, jump is also frequently used in trademarks. Now here, this is interesting because we see the word jump. Let's just check this out. Class 25. The brackets mean it's been deleted. So women's clothing and apparel, namely shirts, blouses. Okay, this is what they have. And it's Jump Apparel, a New York corporation. Just interested to see this because it is a live trademark. And then we go down to here and we see jump. Okay, this footwear. Oh, well, perhaps there's a difference between footwear and okay, this is Jump Corp. Let's see if it was the same. Jump Design. But it could be Jump Design Group Inc. Hard to say. Could be that these are all owned by the same. Jump Design, class 25, evening to day dresses, Jump Design Group, Corporation, 1400 Broadway. I think that's what this one was. 1400 Broadway. So they are owned by the same person. That explains why there's several for Jump. That explains it. It's one owner. If there was multiple owners, one of them would not have been allowed. So again, jump is used frequently for clothing. That means that it could mean that the USPTO will allow a trademark that has jump along with other words because there's so many of them out there. Therefore, the USPTO could say there's no likelihood of confusion because customers have become accustomed to differentiating between, for example, jump blue and jump flanelle for clothing, or lady jump for clothing. And likewise with quick, the same analysis would work. So it appears that there could be a possibility to get quick jump for clothing. However, this is not sufficient, and it's a good initial step that you can do on your own without having to hire an attorney. If you want to have a really much more definitive trademark search, it's necessary to do a full trademark clearance search, and that can be done by hiring Adam's Law Office. That's me. I'm happy to do that for you, and that will bring back even more records, some perhaps that are not spelled exactly as these are, but also are close, and that can give you additional information about whether or not it's a good, whether you would have a good chance to go forward with a trademark for quick jump for clothing. And the final point I want to make on this is the reason why you might want to do this up front is because right now the USPTO is taking 10 months to respond, to give a first response to a trademark application. So once a trademark application is filed, 10 months go by before you will hear anything from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. And if it's a rejection at that point, that's a lot of time to have passed to have to potentially start again. So that's why it's helpful to have this kind of information at the start, and I hope that this little summary of how to do a search on your own was helpful.